Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is I think it's first or second Sunday of October. By the way, we all make mistakes. I made mistakes too, and I made stupid mistake yesterday. After I got drunk from this. So, do I have drinking problem? Well, I don't see it as a problem. I see it as to me drinking something of necessity. And I encourage people to drink too. Drinking is a good thing, okay? It's the best alternative that we have. If we don't have alcohol, what do we have? Marijuana, opium, metham, methamphetamine. I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. Yeah, but you just have to drink the right way. Drinking is not bad. Well, at least that's humanology's position. And so when I'm drunk, yeah, I guess I tend to make mistakes because I think we talked about this. When you're drunk, yeah, at first it feels good, but later on it kind of feels bad. So some people become violent when they're drunk, abusive. I guess I tend to become verbally abusive when I'm drunk, and because I live by myself, I guess I say mean things in the online dating sites that I'm in. Yeah, well, I apologized to those ladies. Basically, I pick on their obesity, piercing, tattoo. I say, oh, what an ugly tattoo you have. Well, yeah, I could have said it more nicely. Yeah, I guess my excuse is that, oh, I'm disciplining them, I'm making them strong, and I'm correcting them. Well, but I'm not sure if it works. Maybe it does. Maybe it does have some purpose, but I'll be more careful, okay? Because I can get into trouble by keep doing that shit. I'll be careful. Okay, so yeah, I apologize to everyone that make those dumb mistakes. Okay, I confess my sin to you, and so that I get forgiven, and yeah, I repent. All right, and I am no by no means a saint. You know, I commit sins, make mistakes, and yeah, I become a better person from now on. Okay, I'm sorry. I made sins, committed sins. Being so mean to those ladies online. No matter who they are. So yeah, I sometimes I do apologize. Sometimes I didn't, but I apologize now. Okay, to everybody, to humanity. So my bad. Okay. Yeah, stupid me. Okay, and so we made fun of the first family. I think it was yesterday, the other day. So basically, like, yeah, there are so many beautiful women who are incredibly stupid. Okay, I'm not drunk. I'm just saying this from experience. Just look at the first daughters, the two beautiful daughters of President Trump. Two blondes. Yeah, they're gorgeous, but they're incredibly stupid. I don't care if they went to Ivy League schools or not. You can go to Harvard and still be very stupid. I've seen those people. Okay, you go to Yale, Stanford, and you can be incredibly stupid. Or West Point, yeah, you can be incredibly stupid. Okay, going to those schools does not make you smarter. No, many times it makes you a lot more stupid. Okay, it could. I'm not saying it always does, but Oh man, there's this pimple here. I'm trying to squeeze it out, and it's not quite working. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, that's gross. Yeah, so some of this, I'm not saying all beautiful women are stupid. No, I've seen very smart, beautiful women too. But some very beautiful women are incredibly stupid. Just look at all the ex-wives of President Trump. Yeah, they are very beautiful ladies, but they're stupid enough to marry him, right? And also, they were also stupid enough to have this breast augmentation surgeries. Okay, and the two daughters of President Trump, yeah, very incredibly beautiful women, but incredibly stupid women. I think they both have this breast surgery, augmentation surgery. Doesn't get more stupid than that, right? Or like Pamela Anderson, beautiful girl, Pamela Anderson, beautiful girl. She used to have beautiful natural breasts, but she's incredibly stupid, and so she had this plastic surgery like this. So many models, okay, female models. I'm not saying all of them are stupid, no, but many of them are incredibly beautiful and incredibly stupid. So they have this breast surgery, or they have tattoos, piercings. So many beautiful girls out there. They're incredibly beautiful and also incredibly stupid, and they ruin their beauty by having like all these tattoos and piercings. Okay, and do you think I'm being abusive now? I'm sorry if you find this offensive, but I'm not drunk. Maybe I am verbally abusive kind of person, maybe, but I'm sorry. It's just who I am. I can be harsh, but it's for the betterment of humanity, okay? Because it needs to be corrected, and it's the truth. It is stupid to have piercings and tattoos and breast augmentation surgery. Doesn't get stupider than that. It's the truth. I mean, is there any better way to say this? Nicer way to say this? It's stupid. So, how else would you describe something stupid other than the word with the word stupidity? I don't know any other way or nicer way to say that. Well, Bible actually say put it more nicely. It's not right. Instead of saying it is wrong, Bible say it is not right. Yeah, Old Testament has probably Jesus too. Like dirty spirits, like demons and devils. Bible calls it unclean spirit. They don't call it dirty spirit. They call it unclean spirit. Okay, so maybe Bible is trying to give these ideologies a chance to repent and imply some possibility of getting clean because it's now unclean. Okay, but in the eyes of humanology, there is no such a thing as repentance from devil or demons or evil ideology. We just need to get rid of it. I'm talking about ideologies. I'm not talking about people. Yeah, people, anyone can repent. Nobody has to die. They will just need to repent. All right, and humanology is, I guess you can see it as a branch of some heresy. Uh, it's a one-man show now. As of now, nobody knows what this is. Humanology, okay? It's something that I came up with. Okay, so it's not even a cult or occult group. No, it's just one man show, and it's a joke too. I'm doing this as an entertainment. Well, nobody's. It's like I'm doing this one man show, stand up comedian in an empty theater, in front of empty audience. So I'm preaching in front of the empty pew in an empty church. I'm the only guy in the church. I'm the only guy in the theater, the stage. Um, I think it could be a dramatic scene where stand-up comedian doing all these jokes in front of nobody. The theater is empty, empty audience, total monologue, and I'm doing this because it's fun thing to do. Let me take care of this pimple. I go to restroom. I'll be back. Really bothering me. So basically, what happens is when you make a mistake, and I mean, when you make a mistake, you don't know it's a mistake. You just do it, right? But afterwards, you realize it was a mistake, and it feels so horrible. So, but we all make mistakes. So yeah, you should learn to forgive yourself and don't be too harsh. Just get over it. Okay, we all make mistakes. Okay? So yeah, because sometimes other people make mistakes too, and we forgive them. We forgive and forget them, right? Other people's mistakes. So the same way, yeah, people can forgive you. Okay, yeah, just let's do better next time. Okay, that kind of thing. And and so I guess we can talk a little bit about economics, a little bit finance, okay, business. So we kind of talked about this before. Stocks. Okay, so there are debt stocks, right? So let's say you start a small business. Okay, you start a business. Um, I guess you can categorize investors as three types, right? Yourself, you have saved up some money, so you invest your own money to your brand new business. And then your families and friends, they are more like stockholders, okay? Like, yeah, they can forgive you because they're very close families and friends. If you don't pay them back, they're not gonna sue you, okay? So it's like stockholders, corporation, public corporation. You are not legally obligated to pay the dividend, which is like interest, or buy back the stocks, which is like paying off the principal. Okay, and that's why stock is kind of like fraudulent. It's like illusory promise, meaning I will pay you back if I feel like to. Okay, the illusory promise. Okay, it's not legally binding promise. This doesn't mean anything. And third one is bond, debt, bank debt, business loan. Yeah, you have to pay. You are legally contractually obligated to pay interest and the principal eventually, right? So people need to know this. Stocks, companies are not legally obligated to pay you anything. Okay, so what happens? How do they make money if they purchase stock and this company is doing well, but it's being greedy. Oh, we have a lot of money, but we are not going to pay you dividend because first of all we are not obligated to, and second of all we gotta invest them on other things. Maybe we hire more people, buy some more equipment, or pay off employees or CEOs or their vacation, whatever, right? But yeah, we're not gonna pay dividends, right? Then, what do they? How do they make all these stock investors, secondary purchase of or initial purchase of stocks? How do they make money then? By selling it to other people at a higher price. And Then who would buy that? People who will later on sell it again, sell the stocks again to next next buyers. So they have incentive to spread rumors. Oh, they're gonna issue dividends later on and blah blah blah, right? So they keep driving up the price and it collapses, okay? Because company, it turns out that the company will never pay the dividend or whatever. So dividend is not enough though. I mean, it's just small amount, like 1%, 10%, whatever. Yeah, dividend means nothing. It doesn't make too much money off of. I mean, how much dividend should a corporation pay to for a stock purchaser to get back their original principal? It can take decades. Okay, so stock is not a good idea. All right, so that's why I wrote a paper that we should get rid of stocks. Okay, just make it all bonds. The company should be legally obligated to pay it off. Otherwise, it's a theft. Okay, and that's the reason, that's the cause of Great Depression. Nobody knows this except me. Okay, because all these fancy Harvard, MIT, Stanford people, economists, they're fucking morons. So I'm sorry, I'm using a lot of F bomb nowadays. Again, I'm not even drunk, okay, but it's it just breaks my heart that all these fancy people who are famous, they're incredibly stupid people. All these Harvard, Yale, Stanford, they get all the highlights, and look at me. I'm in Alaska talking to myself, just like this, and nobody pays your attention. That's kind of, in a way, it's good because I'm not busy. Because if I'm important person, I'll be too busy, and I don't like being busy. I interact with enough people. Okay, yeah. I think it was not last night, but today is Sunday morning. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Saturday, I just stay at home. Okay. Friday night, yeah, I went out by myself. I always go out by myself. I don't like hanging out with friends. I do have many friends, okay, but in the politics, at work, past work, yeah, I have many friends. Churches that I used to go to, yeah, I have many friends. I see them sometimes. I mean, by chance, I run into them. Or if I go to meetings, yeah, I see them sometimes. But I don't like hanging out with friends. I would love to have a date with a lady. I like mature ladies, okay, in their 40s, 50s, with kids. I only date ladies with children, okay, because I don't want to have kids, and so, and I don't date young women. I find them very sexy and sexually attractive. It's just that I think I don't want to waste their time. I think young single girls, they should get married and have kids. I mean, I'm talking about beautiful young girls, okay? And yeah, girls won't have kids, so I don't want to waste their time because I have no intention to get married and have kids. No, no. So okay, so and I also find mature ladies. I'm 40 myself, so mature ladies more intellectually compatible, you know, interesting to talk to because they have many experience in the past, life experience, more stories to tell me. So, but of course, date never happens. Maybe once in a blue moon, but that's very rare occasion. Because I'm a poor man. I mean, maybe I'm not too poor. I'm just average American salary level. I pay my bills and that's about it. I don't get any money left. And so yeah, stocks, because companies are not public corporations, stock, they're not obligated to pay the money back. Dividend, they don't have to pay dividend. They don't have to pay the original principal. Buybacks, put in the treasury stock. So yeah, the stockholders, yeah, the only way for them to make money is to sell it to other people by spreading rumors. Oh yeah, you can always sell it to other people and make a higher price. And so yeah, stock price go up, and then it eventually collapses because it gets too pricey, too expensive. So it goes up and up and up, and because there is only so much money. Money is not infinite, and only a portion of a nation's money or world money can be invested in stocks because other money, well, they get used for something else, to buying things that is actually useful, or to be invested in bonds and stuff, or commodity, whatever, right? So yeah, it's bound to go down. So that's why stock is not a good idea. We better make it more like bonds. So I think I introduced this idea of super stock, where if company make enough money, then they are obligated to pay dividends, and eventually, like, they have to buy back the stock. Okay, like paying off the uh, principal. What am I doing? I'm trying to kill this fruit fly. Okay, not sure if I got it. Oh, such a narrow road that I'm living in my own house. Oh, it's so narrow. Woo. Anyway, I'm not sure if I killed that fruit fly. I wanted to. Whatever. It's not that important. Let it live another day, only to be killed by me some other day. Whatever. It was funny. I slept so much this weekend. I think that's what weekend is for, right? So I had this dream, like it felt kind of real, like yeah, it's kind of interesting things to talk about. Well, before that, let's just finish up this super stock. What is super stock? Yeah, I suggest that it's kind of like preferred stock, then, okay, but it's even preferred stock. Companies are not obligated to pay them the dividends. Okay, yeah, there's this cumulative effect where if we don't pay this year preferred stock, okay, it rolls over to the next year. So if we do pay next year, then yeah, we'll pay the skipped previous year as well. But that, to me, that's not good enough. Okay, so we need something like a super stock where if company is making enough money, like above this threshold, let's say it has this year it made surplus that is more than 2% of its all total asset, something like that. And then yeah, you are obligated to put 10% of that surplus to the stock dividends, to pay the dividends, something like that. Okay, so making obligation to pay based on the performance of this company. Okay, sales proceeds. Yes, so that's the idea of super stock. I wrote a paper about that, and I think I did. So yeah, that's the cause of Great Depression, and all those fancy economists from Harvard, Yale, Stanford, MIT, University of Chicago, they don't know this. Okay, so stock is basically a illusory promise. It's a kind of fraud. Okay, because if company goes to go public, then the stockholders, stock investors, they are no longer your families and friends that you don't have to pay back. Okay, they are total strangers. They are investors. All right, that's why it's not okay to not pay them back. Oh, you are the stock owner, so you are partial owner of the company. But again, that means nothing. Sometimes it does mean something. Okay, if you have some big stock investor like Warren Buffett, yeah, you do have some sway and voting power or not. I mean, yeah, any stockholder has voting power, but most of them don't exercise it anyway. So yeah, it's not okay to not pay them back. Oh, but we are giving them ownership. Well, most times ownership means nothing. Stockholders, they are not interested in running the company. Okay, they are not interested in making some voting decision. So they delegate their voting to other people anyways, like proxy vote, whatever. So yeah, stocks doesn't really it's not a good system. Okay, we need to fix it. All right. So super stock, that's my suggestion. Okay, because it's not okay to steal. It's not okay to lie. All right. So people need to know what stock really is and why it would lead to eventual bubble and bursting of bubble, like Great Depression. We don't want to go through that again. So last time we talked about government should more run like business. You know, they need to make the ends meet and stop raising tax and stop going into deficit. Stop borrowing money. Government should stop doing that stuff. All these high government officials, oh, it's not my money, it's taxpayers' money, so I'm gonna go golfing, travel, giving out speeches to there and there. I will fly, and President Trump is not changing that. He is not a good president. I thought I voted for him because I was expecting maybe he would be different. No, he's doing exactly the same. And sometimes worse than his pres, pre, precedent presidents, previous presidents like President Obama, President Bush. They're all the same, right? They travel too much. Okay, it's too expensive. What are you traveling for? All these stupid rallies, man. They're giving out speeches. Why don't you record with your laptop and just put it on YouTube like I do? That's what I will be doing if I do become the president. No, I don't want to. I am not going to give out speeches to anyone. I'm not traveling anyone either, anywhere. If I do become the president, yeah, I probably go to clubs and bars and stuff. But I never pick up girls though in those places. Never. I don't even dance with girls. I dance by myself. Okay. I dance by myself when I go to a club. Okay. I never dance with a girl. All right. Because they're beautiful ladies, but probably the only people that I would love to dance with probably are black girls, African American girls, because they are great dancers and it's kind of, to me it's kind of like dance battle. Yeah, they're females and they're great dancers. Okay, so I would love to, it's like in a competition. Yeah, I would love to do that. But African American girls, they are women, just like any other women, so they don't like me very much. Girls don't like me. I'm not popular among girls. It's been always that way. When I was in elementary school and churches, I have many guy friends, but female friends, I don't have many female friends. Okay, because girls they find me very repulsive and disgusting and obnoxious. I don't blame them. I guess I am in many ways. And yeah, I would love to have a girlfriend, but girls don't like me. So, the way I talk, they think I'm verbally abusive. But it's because I care. Okay, when they do something wrong, my job, in my opinion, is to correct them. Okay. So yeah, of course they are not gonna like what I say, but sometimes I say it nicely. I think you should diet and exercise for your health, but I'm not always nice when I say those things because I'm a human being. I sometimes I have I'm in a bad mood, but I like talking to girls, like online dating sites. I love talking to girls because I love girls. I love women. To me, talking to guys is pointless. What's the point? Waste of time, right? But talking to girls, at least it makes me happy. Okay, so yeah, sometimes I'm mean when I say those things, those criticism about tattoos, piercings, marijuana, sugar fetishism. Yeah, sometimes I'm mean, but because I'm a human being, I'm not always mean. I'm only a human being. Okay, it's natural. It's not like I'm an abusive person. No, I have. It's my job to correct people. To me, that's God-given mission. That's why I'm on earth. That's why God created me, to correct people when they are wrong. And that should be your mission too. I want you to correct me when I'm wrong. Okay? Because I want to be a better person. Sometimes I don't see it, what I'm doing wrong. Okay? Yeah, by all means correct me. Okay? And also let me correct you. Let me correct you too. Okay? So you don't have to accept my advices, but at least consider it. That's what I do when other people. I ask people for advice many times. Okay, 'cause nobody's knowledge is perfect, so many times. That's why I have many friends. Most of my friends are my past former bosses, my superiors, my former employers. Okay, very wise people, all different races, all they're mostly older than me too. Okay, so most of my friends are older than me because I'm kind of like intellectually premature. Okay, so they're my intellectual equals. People who are like 10 years, 20 years older than me, they're my intellectual equals. Okay, I tend to be premature. Really, I learn from them, and I ask for their advices. All right, so males and females, okay, both of them. Yeah, they are to me they are like my parents, my parental figures. Okay, uh, both males and females. Okay, yeah, I do have male friends, but to me they are like my mothers. Okay, uh, yeah, that's how I see them. They are, or my aunts, foster parents. Okay, that's how sometimes I joke about that. Yeah, they're all married people mostly, mostly. Okay, and so like so yeah, I do miss dating. I do miss having a girlfriend. So that's why I'm on online dating site because I'm single man and I do want to have a girlfriend. Okay, and let's take a break. Yeah, so government should more run like business, and business should run more like government. Meaning, business, their purpose shouldn't be just profit maximization. It's been that way. That's what business school teaches you. That should change. Business should be about making people's life better. Then they will start making profits. Their objective goal should never be about money. Okay? Just like Jesus said, those who are willing to die for my cause, Jesus' cause, will live. But those who are willing to live and escape from this persecution, this fear of persecution, and if you do the wrong thing just to survive, then that person will die. That's what Jesus said. Okay, so humanological interpretation, application of that is this. Okay, say you have a company. Okay, if you try to serve people, make people's life better, then your company will make money. But if your company, if you only just try to make money to survive as a company, then you go bankrupt. The company will die. Okay, because your products will not sell. But if you want to serve people, make people's life better, although it kind of look like it's not going to make up much money, then yeah, your products will sell. Okay, well, people will like your products and your company. Okay, so humanology, some of the things that we do is this: we're trying to introduce Bible to you. Okay, that's one of the many missions of humanology. We want to show you that Bible is relevant and applicable to today's daily lives. It's not some obsolete document. No, it's something eternal. Eternal wisdom. Okay, so churches, pastors, Pope Francis, bishops, priests, preachers, pastors, I think they are doing fine job, but they are not me. To me, I'm like God's chosen prophet. Well, at least that's what I want to be. Okay? Because I have wisdom and knowledge like no one else. In terms of politics, religion, there's no one like me. Okay, I am your guy. I am the guy. I am your guy. I'm not the man. I'm your guy. Okay, so you have to elect me, vote for me in 2020, so that I become the president in 2021 in America. All right. Uh, because that's the only way I can make changes. I mean, you wanna save the world, you wanna make positive changes in the world, you have to be a politician, okay? Then by all means, become a politician. It's not easy because we'll take a break, okay? Then we'll talk more about this. We'll take a break. Ah. Okay, we're back. So yeah, by all means, be a politician, make positive changes in the world. All right. Just remember what I taught you. Remember what I'm sharing with you. Okay, because those are good ideas, and they are not my ideas. I'm just collector and synthesizer of other people's ideas. Okay, it's not from me. It's from people. And humanology, one way to look at interpret the word concept of God is equal to people. Okay, you're serving God, you're serving people. All right. Again, that's not my idea. There's this obscure Korean religion that sees everybody as gods. Okay. I forgot its name in Korean, but it's there. Okay. I don't know if it's still there, but it's good concept. Okay. And it's many ways it's true because what God stands for is this something that you cannot control, something that's beyond your control. That is everything. It's like animism, all right? All these objects, it has spirits, kind of thing. It's like, so there is you in set theory, right? And there's this universe, and there is you. Here's a small set. Everything except you, like Y complement. Everything except you, everything that's not you, all this. You can say this is God. Okay, because they are not under your control. Okay, they are beyond your control. They are above you. God. Okay, so you can see it that way. This is one way to look at it, not the only way. And what else is there to talk about? Not much. I mean, I'm kind of drawing blank because it's Sunday, okay, and relaxation mode. It's still so early, like 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the Sunday, and so I don't quite feel like dancing. I think I danced enough and did martial arts enough, like last night at home. The day before, yeah, I went to a club and danced just a little bit. Uh, but not much because I'd rather dance in an empty dance floor. But last Friday night, 2 days ago, there's just too many people on the dance floor, and I live in Alaska, so dance floor is not that big. I'd rather have dance floor all by myself. I prefer dancing by myself as a solo performer, solo dancer. That's what I prefer. So I have more room. I like rooms. That's why I came to Alaska because there's so much space in Alaska. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna have some Tums. Okay, because I'm drinking vodka in an empty stomach. Okay, it's giving me some heartburn. It's giving me some heartburn. Okay, so all right. I guess we can talk about North Korea. Um, I A lot of Americans are concerned about this human rights crisis in North Korea, and that's something very heartwarming. You know, all these Americans, they never been to North Korea, and we don't have much relationship with North Korea, but still, the Americans care about North Korean people's hardship. They feel sorry. That is to me that's very heartwarming. Okay, so that's most Americans are like that. Okay, we care. We are good people. Okay, don't hate Americans. We are not bad people. Okay, all these celebrities, they are not us. They are not Americans. They are just sellouts, soul sellers, people who got in bed with the devil. Okay, so all these celebrities, they are not Americans. They are not us. They don't represent us. No, President Trump and all these famous people, they are not us. We Americans, 99% of us, we are not rich people either. We work hard every day. We don't have that much money. Okay, just look at me. I'm making every salary, and after paying my bills and buying cigarettes, not many cigarettes, maybe I smoke like 3 cigarettes a day, if that. Okay, so if I buy a pack of cigarettes, it lasts for a while. Okay, I don't smoke that much. I smoke like 3 puffs at a time. That's about it. Vodka, yeah, I do drink every day. Okay, and that's Asian way of man's life. Okay, it's not of something bad. That yeah, America they started to call it like alcoholism. It's a bad notion. All right, drinking alcohol every day is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Okay, and so I highly recommend you drink every day. Okay, after work. Okay, and yeah, you shouldn't drive. Just drink at home. Do what I do. I put all kind of different edible vegetables and mushrooms in the vodka. So I got like 10, 20 different kind of vodka drinks. Same vodka, the cheapest vodka. Okay. We need some fun. Okay, we are adults. We have stress. We need to relax. So yeah, vodka, whatever whiskey. Yeah, good. Because if you don't do this, then you start doing bad stuff. Something a lot worse, like sugar, fat, or marijuana, tattoos, piercings, gay marriage, transgender surgery, plastic surgery, all those horrible things. Okay? It's because America stopped drinking. America stopped smoking cigarettes. That's why they do something a lot worse as a substitute. Okay? So okay, so you be probably I will never be elected as a politician because the I'm too pure. Yeah, I'm a dirty man. I have a dirty mouth like a sailor. Hey man, I'm a vulgar man. Okay, yeah, I was a in the U.S. Army. I was a enlisted soldier, junior enlisted. I never made a sergeant because I was there only for 4 years, and I plan to get out. So yeah, I never went to the board, although I was recommended to go to the promotion board so that I become a sergeant. But no, I'm getting out of the army, so there's no point taking the spot. Yeah, give it to other guys who are gonna stay in the army. Okay. So yeah, then I got honorably discharged, and so yeah, I have dirty mouth. Okay, not every army guys have dirty mouth, but yeah, I do. I talk shit. Okay, so but yeah, it's at the same time it's constitutional right of freedom of speech exercise. If you don't practice constitutional rights, then constitution dies. Yeah, I've been a government employee, okay, both federal and state. Something small, okay, nothing big, something small. So yeah, I swear in, to uphold, protect, and preserve the Constitution of the United States. right? That's what I'm doing right now. But you have to exercise your constitutional rights. Otherwise, constitution dies. You have to exercise those freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, all freedom of press. Yeah, this is like that. This is a press because it's broadcasted everywhere. Of course, nobody's watching it, but still, it is in theory it's available 24/7 anywhere in the world. Okay, so yeah, I'm exercising. I'm keeping Constitution alive. That's what I'm doing by saying things that are unpopular. Okay, and because of that, probably I will never be elected anywhere. But and yeah, man, I'm really drawing blank now. I'm not sure if there's anything I can talk about. I, my mind is just blank. Okay. We talked about communism. Okay, so basically, it's this. The salvation of humanity is up to us. Okay. I mean, Jesus. I don't think he failed to save the world, but he probably intentionally didn't save the world. I'm sure he had all the power in the world to save the world, but he didn't. He decided not to. Well, that's my theory, and or humanology theory. The Son of God, right? I mean, if you believe it, I think he left it to us so that we save the world, and we have to be all Jesuses. Okay, you and me, everybody. That's the only way to save the world. Okay, everybody should be Jesus and Savior. Okay, and everybody. I mean, not everybody have to be politician, but in their own lives, we have to start saving people around us. Okay, by correcting them against all these evil ideologies. Okay, like we talked about sugar fetishism, pro gayism, pro marijuanaism, or pro tattoo piercism. Yeah, start correcting people, okay? And oh man, I'm just repeating myself like this. Sorry. It's Sunday. I'm really drawing blank, okay? Then, but at the same time, I don't know what else I will be doing today. I mean, dancing, martial arts. I did enough for the weekend, and maybe I sing a little bit. I didn't quite sing much. Um, uh, yeah. Do I ever cry? Yeah, sometimes I do when I watch really moving movie, tear-jerking movie, or when I sing songs that is very beautiful song. Yeah, I sometimes cry. But I don't like crying in public though, because to me that's kind of, like Bill Clinton, he cried in public, right, when somebody was giving speech, and to me that I don't like I didn't like that scene. To me that's just kind of self-indulgent, and it's kind of a show, you know, politically calculated. So yeah, crying in public as a politician, probably not a good idea. Okay. And yeah, you want to be more disciplined than that. Okay, you should suppress yourself. So psychologists, they say, oh, suppression, repressed memory, blah blah, all garbage, garbage. This psychology is total garbage. Don't believe in any of those things. Okay. Moral rules is all about suppressing yourself. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you wanna urinate on the street, but you have to suppress yourself and go to a restroom. Wait until you get to a restroom, rather than just peeing everywhere. Okay. All moral rules are about suppressing yourself, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Okay. Uh, what else? And psychologists, they tend to emphasize about the past, the worst approach you can get. So if you are doing any psychological counseling, you better stop because that's not going to help you. It will make you worse. It will make you addicted to their counseling service so that you keep paying them. Psychologists, yeah, they call themselves professionals, but they're not any better. So if you have some problems, you better talk to your friends instead of psychologists because psych- I'm not saying psychologists are bad people, but the knowledge that they have, psychology is false. It's a false knowledge. It's a negative knowledge. It's an anti-truth. It's a falsehood. They cannot help you. They will make you worse. Okay, so then what should psychologists do? Well, they should become humanologists. Then they can help people better. Okay. So I feel very sorry. I am capable of changing the world, saving the world, helping people, but God is not helping me. I wish I can teach psychologists so that they can help people better. But I don't get to reach out to them because I'm nobody. That's why I'm running for president so that I become famous and people can hear me. It's like John the Baptist, in the New Testament. Behold, there is a man yelling in the desert. But John the Baptist, yeah, he became later on he became a celebrity. People came to be baptized by him, John the Baptist, just before Jesus Christ. So Jesus went to John the Baptist and got baptized. So I would love to play this character, like in a movie, character of John the Baptist. Okay, so we talked about this scripture, the Bible. It's like a script, movie script. Okay, scripture, script, whatever, words. Yeah. So I want to play the role of John the Baptist, but God is not letting me. He's not making me famous. In a way, it's good because I'm lazy. I don't want to work that hard. And if I'm famous, I'll be too busy. I would not like that. I would interact with people too much. I would not like that. I love interaction with people, but I don't want to interact with people all the time. That's why I never want to get married. When I'm home, I want to be alone. If I'm alone at home too much, then I have a choice to go to a club and interact with people. But I don't want to interact with people when I want to be alone. That's why I will never get married. I don't want to. I don't want to have a roommate, no nothing. Do I want to have a girlfriend? Yeah. I want to have sex sometimes. Maybe. All the time. Okay. But there are times when I want to be alone. Okay. But if you're married, then you cannot do that. You are with your wife, whether you want to be alone or not. You cannot just be alone. You're living with your wife and kids. I don't want it. I want to be alone when I want to be alone. Okay. So, yeah, John the Baptist, there was this yelling voice in the wilderness. I guess I'm kind of like that. Well, yeah, I'm yelling in this desert land in Alaska in YouTube because nobody's what no, there's nobody. Nobody. Look around myself. There's nobody all around you. Okay. Do I want to be famous during my lifetime? Yes. Because if I am famous, if I have this tool of fame, then I can start making changes in the world. But if I'm not famous, my voice does not reach out to the people who need to hear it. Okay? I'm not making any difference. And that's why I feel sorry. God, He obviously doesn't want me to be famous. Why? Maybe He's protecting me. Because I'm saying things that's very unpopular. So maybe God want me to be preserved. Maybe that's why He's hiding me. But then I thank Him for it. Or maybe I'm not ready. Maybe yeah, humanology. We just started this. I had this in mind for 20 years, more than 20 years. Okay, so yeah, I came to. I study a lot of philosophy on my own. And humanology. I came up with this term in English, but in Korean there is called something called 인간학 or 인간학. 학 means study. 인간 means human being. So it's a study about human being. Okay. So it's different from psychology. Okay. I read about this. Encountered this term in a book in philosophical history of philosophy. Okay, so study of yeah, human knowledge. That's how I came up with. Of course, other people came up with that term too. It's no brainer, right? To me, because psychology, the way I see it is this: Jesus came to this fig tree with a lot of leaves. But he was hungry, so he wanted to take some of the fig fruit. I'm not sure if I ever had this fig. Not sure if I ever saw what it looks like. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what fig tree is. Okay. And so yeah, Jesus was hungry one day. He went to this fig tree and it had a lot of fig tree leaves. And guess what? The fig tree. That was not the first time mentioned in the Bible. It was mentioned at the very beginning, the book of Genesis. Adam and Eve, they ate this forbidden apple tree. Probably means sexual intercourse. Okay, so they had sex. So they got ashamed. They realized they are naked. So they covered their crotches with the fig tree leaves. That was the very first time. So in a way, to me, fig tree, this without any fruits, but they have many leaves. It symbolizes psychology. Okay, so to hide our shame. Okay, psychology. Okay, it's like fig tree leaves. Okay, so Jesus went to this fig tree because it had many leaves, so he thought it may have some fruits, but it didn't have any fruits. So Jesus cursed this tree, this poor fig tree, and the fig tree dried up and died the next day. So that's how I interpret how humanology interprets that part. So psychology is like that. It has many theories, thick books and books on psychology, but it has no fruit. Doesn't have any substance. Doesn't have any good results. Psychology has been with us for 2 centuries, but there are more and more psychological problems like mental diseases now than before. So psychology failed to heal mental diseases. Okay, so more and more people now have mental disease than ever before. So psychology failed. It made things worse, not better. It didn't just failed. No, it made worse. Okay, more people have mental disease and they cannot cure a single mental diseases. Okay, so that's psychology. Okay, so it has many three branches, these leaves, many theories, but it doesn't have any good results. Doesn't have any fruit. So psychology is cursed. Okay, I'm not Jesus, but I'm his servant. I'm his agent. At least I want to believe so. I believe I'm an agent of God. Okay, I what I do is I do God's work. Okay, I'm a messenger. This is not from me, it's from God. Okay. I believe I'm a prophet of God. Okay, at least I want to be God's prophet. Okay, I hope I am. Am I God's prophet? I don't know, but I hope I am. I believe I am. Okay, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, so psychology, yeah, and Jesus said, so that passage, that part in the New Testament where Jesus cursed the fig tree, the narrator, the writer like Mark, John, Luke, Matthew, those four people, they said, oh yeah, fig tree didn't have any fruit because it was not the season yet. It was not the season where fig tree bears fig fruit. You may say, oh Jesus, you are not fair. Why did you kill this innocent tree? How can a tree have fruit unless it has this green leaves first? They may say that. Okay, but humanological interpretation of that passage is that yeah, it's not the season yet. Humanology, the study of human beings. Psychology started like 2 centuries ago. Okay, but it was not the season yet. It was not the time where the study of human mentality would be accomplished. That time is now. It wasn't 2 centuries ago, but now is the time. That's how I see it. Okay, that's how humanology sees it. It's the time for humanology. It's time to reap the crops. It's harvesting season. Okay. So the book of Revelation, I like some parts of it, but I reject some other parts. Just like in New Testament, in the book of Matthew, Luke, Mark, John, I like some of it, but I reject some other parts. Okay. Like Jesus cursed this Peter guy, poor Peter. Oh, when you're young, yeah, you're able to go everywhere, but when you are old, people will come and spread your arms and take you to somewhere that you don't want to go to. I reject that. Okay, because just look at me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in Alaska. I don't like traveling. I don't want to go to places. I'm too old for that, and I don't want to wait. I don't have money to travel. Even if I become the president of the United States in 2021, I'm not traveling. Okay, I don't like travels and I don't like wasting taxpayers' money. I make phone calls, Skype, teleconference, but I'm not traveling. I may go to some nice clubs in Washington D.C., but it will be me, maybe two Secret Service agents, not some motorcade. No, unannounced. Okay, I probably I'll go to clubs and dance in public, and because I don't dance with girls. Okay, when I dance by myself. I'm a solo dancer. All right. I don't like partnership dancing. Can be very beautiful. Okay, but I don't do that. There are too many rules. It's too complex. I appreciate their arts, but personally I don't do it because, well, first of all, I don't have any girlfriend, so I never get to practice partnership dancing. Second of all, there are too many rules. When I dance, I want to relax. It's my hobby, my leisure, fun time. I don't want to fucking follow rules. Okay, so that's why I do solo dancing. Freestyle, totally. My dancing style is called get drunk and get stupid. Okay, that's my dancing style. Like dancing like stupid in front of other people. Okay, yeah, stupid dancing. That's what I do because I want to relax. Now, so yeah, I don't travel anywhere. Well, metaphysically, yeah, I go everywhere, right? Metaphysically, yeah, we go to mathematics, we travel to history, philosophy, science. Yeah, we go everywhere. And now Jesus is saying, well, first of all, I'm not Peter. I'm not even a Jew. I'm Asian. I'm Korean. American. Okay, so I'm not a Jew. So I'm not. My name is not Peter. I'm not gonna tell you what my name is. So yeah, Jesus talked about that. Jesus cursed Peter like that, and maybe he deserved it because probably he's been lazy, just living off of this Jesus' fame. He never worked. I mean, since he followed Jesus, maybe he needed some discipline. Maybe it's fair for Peter to get some punishment for his being living off of the Jesus' fame. But that's not me, and that's not you. We work hard every day. We get crucified probably once a month, being accused of something that we never did or getting punished after we did everything right. Yeah, we go through that kind of metaphysical crucifixion. So I don't need any more curse than more than I already have. Okay, so yeah, I reject that part. I'm not Peter. I'm not gonna take that shit. No, I refuse. Okay, so yeah, and Jesus, yeah, I admire his ethical teachings, and but he decided to have this early retirement. He retired in the age of 33. Now he's in heaven and paradise. Oh yeah, let's talk about this Book of Revelation. Okay, because I meant to talk about this a while ago, but every time I'm like, let's talk about other things. Man, I think this eraser is a lot worse, man. Oh my goodness. It's brand new, but it's not working very well. Oh, whatever. Book of Revelation. Okay, we talk about Revelation. All for Revelation. Book of Revelation. Okay. What about Book of Revelation? Before I forget, yeah, gold, jewelry, precious stone, gems. We'll take a break and we'll talk about this. The Saint John, quote unquote, talking about gold and paradise and shit. We get him, okay? We get him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So, I think I might dance. Okay, after this, because at the dance club I didn't quite get to dance. There are just too many people on the dance floor. So, when I go to bars, I just have one drink, like one beer. That's it. Because my drinks are better. Okay, after tasting my drinks at home, the kind of stuff they sell in the bar, and I pay them, So I give them good tips though. I bought like $6 beer. I gave them to $10. Okay, because I appreciate what they do. You know. Uh, so yeah, but Revelation and gold. Okay, so this Saint John, he got so angry at the world, and because obviously he's not making any changes, positive changes, so he's out of the system. So he was in this island, I guess, all by himself, and so he was angry. Okay, excluded. So yeah, everybody dies. Okay, oh, let Jesus come to save us and solve all our problems. What a lazy ass. I like some parts of Book of Revelation, okay, but not all parts of it. I don't like his attitude, his world view. It's very much like suicide bomber, terrorist point of view. Let's let everybody die. Let the world collapse. Let Jesus come and save everybody and solve all our problems. Why? Because I'm too lazy to solve it myself. Bad attitude, okay? So that's why I'm humanologist against this theory of Armageddon and apocalypse. We have to save the world. Okay, Jesus, I don't think, well, it could be true. Nobody knows. It may happen. Apocalypse and advent of Jesus. It can happen. I don't know. But at least in my personal opinion, and human knowledge position is that we reject it. Okay, I don't think Jesus will come and solve everybody's problem, and that's wishful thinking. Okay, it never happened for 2,000 years. Saint John, I think he thought it would happen during his lifetime. He said, "Oh, he's coming soon," but it didn't happen during his lifetime. It did not happen 2,000 years. And I think it's wishful thinking. And the way he describes this paradise, heaven, the brand new world is like there's this gold, diamond, and emerald, and sapphire, and rubies, and what the hell, man? This worldly thing, the secular luxury, is that a vision of paradise? That's kind of disappointing. I thought you are saint. You're supposed to be Saint John. Look at you, man, Mr. John, Jesus' favorite disciple. You crave all this luxury, these jewels and gemstones. Come on. You should do better than that, man. You call yourself Saint John, and you crave all this fancy gemstones. That's the same criticism for popes. Pope Francis, Pope John, Pope whatever, Roman Catholic priests. They have this Gucci or Versace, these fancy, expensive bags, handbags. What are you, fucking women? Why do you have to have this brand, this designer bags? Like fucking girls. Stupid shit, right? Idiots. All these popes, man. Yeah, so and Saint John was like that too. He craved this luxury. And he calls himself saint. What the hell? I said fucking girls, I'm sorry. I'm not a sexist. I love girls, okay? Because I'm a man. There's no such a thing as sexist. Because we guys, we love women. We prefer working with women, other women. Because we are men. We love women, okay? So and so yeah. What a lazy ass, right? Saint John. He wants Jesus to come to us and save us, and no, we have to save ourselves, okay? And we have to be Jesus's. We have to be the second coming of Jesus. Every single one of us. That's in humanologist's opinion, that's the only way this world can be saved. Okay? In humanologist's opinion, Jesus will never come. Okay, we have to be the Jesus. We have to be the second coming of Jesus. Every single one of us. Not single one person can save this world. Every one of us, have to be Jesus's saviors. That's the only way we can save ourselves, save the world. Okay? Because we are the world. Yeah, it's a good song. Okay, it's not as good as those. Do they know it's Christmas time? You know, the European version. I think it was forced, and then We Are the World. That's more like a spin-off of that, imitation of that, I think. Okay. We Are the World, yeah, it's not as good a song than Do They Know It's Christmas Time. You know, feed the world. I think they came first, the British guys, European version. But the good thing about this We Are the World version is that it's more racially diverse. It's America, right? Feed the world, do they know it's Christmas time? That's more mostly white people, okay? So it's not racially diverse. So America is a very special country, okay? We are racially diverse. All we Americans need to do is sexual segregation. Socially, yeah, by all means, be social with other races. But sexually, it's best if white people marry white people, brown people marry brown people, black people marry black people, to preserve the diversity. Otherwise, if they mix all together, we will become like Hispanics. That's Hispanic race. Blacks, they came with white people from Europe and Africa, right? And then there was these Asians, brown people, and the native Mexican or Latin America natives, okay, native Indians, who are Asians. They came from Asia, okay, over the Bering Sea. They came to Alaska from Asia, and then North America, then South America. They're all Asians, okay, and they all mixed. That's like Latinos, okay, Hispanics, which is a beautiful race, but we don't want every single human being on earth to be Hispanics. Okay, we want there to be blacks, whites, and browns, Asians, Middle Easterns, Indians. We want those racial diversity to be preserved. Okay, so we, we talked about this too many times. Okay, sorry. So yeah, Book of Revelation. He talks. Well, I'm not a saint. My version of heaven is this: 7 trillion virgins. Okay, because I never get a girl in this life. They don't like me. They don't want me. So I want to have sex. So after I'm dead, yeah, give me 7 trillion virgins. 7 virgins, that's not enough. Many ways, I'm worse than a terrorist. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm far worse. Okay. But I want 7 trillion virgins in heaven, and I want to have sex with all of them. Okay, that's my version of paradise. Yeah, maybe I'm worse than Saint John. All Saint John wanted was gold, silver, gemstone, luxury, precious metals. Me, I'm not a girl. Maybe Saint John was a gay guy. There was this passage in New Testament. Saint John, the Jesus' favorite disciple, leaned against Jesus' chest. Okay, so they were physically intimate. Jesus and Saint John. Did they have sex and gay anal sex? It's possible. Some gay activists would like to think so. Who knows? Okay, nobody knows. Okay, so I don't like that part. If you're a man and you lean against another man's chest, that's kind of gay. Okay? It's in the book of Bible. Okay, that's I don't like that part. Okay, maybe they were gay lovers. Okay, oh man, then hopefully they were not. Maybe Jesus was bisexual. Okay, he had many female followers too. Okay, Mary Magdalene and whoever. Okay, so anyway, maybe it's just some male. I don't like this term bromance. It's very gay. Okay, it's polluting this male to male brotherhood. Just call it brotherhood. Just call it friendship. Why do you have to imbue this gay tone to this male to male interaction? When I go to a bar, yeah, I talk to males. I don't talk to females. Yes, it's not sexual. It's not homosexual. No, it's because girls they talk to girls because they understand each other better because they are girls. We guys same way. It has nothing to do with sexuality. That's the Freudian world point of view. Freud, he thinks of everything as sexual. It's perverse. That's wrong. It has nothing to do with sexuality. He even see this daughter and mother interaction as something sexual, homosexual and incestuous. So that's Freud. Do you, can you see? Psychology make things worse. It does. Okay, so yeah. If you are a counselor, yeah, do your job, but you have to do it in a humanological way, not psychological way. Okay. Give me the presidency, okay? Then I will save the world. Not just me. I will lead. I will exercise my leadership, so that people become Jesuses, and people save themselves and save their neighbors, friends, families. We first need to know what our enemies are. It's ideologies. It's not other people. It's not Democrats, Republicans. No, they are not our enemies. It's not North Korea. It's not Russia. It's not Iran. They are not our enemies. They are our partners. Okay, because we are in the same ship that we call planet Earth. We are all families. We could be dysfunctional families, but what family is not dysfunctional? Okay, because we are all humans. It's human condition. We have flaws. We make mistakes. Okay, so let's love one another, just like Jesus said. Okay, I don't think he was gay. Okay, but Jesus said, "Do not disregard any Old Testament rules, old rules, moral rules. If you disregard the smallest law in the Old Testament, you will be called the smallest guy in heaven." So yeah, Jesus respects these Mosesian laws. Anti-gayism is one of them. Okay, so I don't think Jesus or Saint John were gay. I don't think so. You know, in the Middle East, yeah, they kiss each other, on the cheek. So that had to be more physically intimate between friends. Okay, so I think that's just like that. Jerusalem, Israel, yeah, it's part of Middle East. It's their culture, okay. Yeah, we can understand that. So yeah, the things I like about Book of Revelation is that the hope, maybe one day there will be no evil. This paradise on earth. And it's kind of extension of this Jesusian the Lord's Prayer, Kingdom come, thy kingdom come, and thy will be done, as in heaven on earth. So yeah, it's extension of that. Okay, so it can be thought as wishful thinking that one day maybe we can get rid of all these evil ideologies. Okay, so they are our enemies. Gayism, marijuanaism, these habits, this pattern of behavior, this wrong activism. Okay, that's what we need to destroy and kill. Okay, we should never kill people. They are victims of these evil ideologies. Satan. They are intellectually vulnerable people, but they are at the same time they are people from Harvard, Yale, Stanford, West Point. Yeah, they all support gay marriage. Okay, so going to those schools, they don't make people more intellectual or smarter. No. Okay. Yeah, but they are possessed by this pro-gayism, this devil, pro-marijuanaism, pro-sugar fetism. But they're slaves of this Satan's, devils. We gotta. It's a spiritual warfare. We are not fighting people. That's what Saint Paul said. We are not fighting against people. We are fighting against spirits, ideologies. Okay, spiritual warfare. I didn't make this up. It's not coming from me. It's coming from Bible, New Testament, Saint Paul. Okay, we are fighting the spirits. We need. Our job is to expel the demons out of people and free people because they are captives. Okay, it's very important concept in New Testament. What Jesus did was exorcising people, kicking the demon out of people, ghostbusters. Okay, Jesus, his disciples, Saint Paul, yeah, they all did it. We have to do it. How? You should know logic. You should know mathematics, science, physics, chemistry, biology. You should know the scientific truth. All right. That's what humanology is about. It's about understanding metaphysical universe by means of physical universe. So to understand metaphysical universe, you have to understand physical universe. That's mathematics, physics, biology. Those hardcore sciences. Okay. So let's take a break. Okay. I'm kind of getting tired because I haven't had breakfast. I had a few baby carrots, but we'll take a break and we probably do some more correlativity and correlation, maybe just a little bit because we only covered basic. We didn't quite apply to humanology yet, not as much as I'd like to. Okay, so let's take a break. Okay, we continue. Okay, so let's do some correlativity and correlation because that's the two concepts we introduced in humanology, and modern day statisticians, mathematicians, they're not as good as back in the old day mathematicians. Okay, so they didn't quite do a good job defining correlation and correlativity. So we had to come up with brand new formula because they were not doing job, so we did it ourselves. Okay, so that's what happened. Let's just write down these two formula of correlation and correlativity. Okay, real quick. It's something very easy. It's supposed to be easy. Okay, correlation is about tendency. Okay, so we've defined correlation coefficient between A and B as, it was so simple. Okay, so probability, conditional probability B by A minus 0.5 times 2. That was it. Okay, so B, bubonic plague, was the Asian, in Asian, well, universal discourse is United States. Okay, so Asians meaning Asian Americans. Bubonic plague population meaning bubonic plague population in America. Okay, if among Asians, this conditional probability is very easy. It's nothing hard. Okay, so we are only talking about Asians, Asian Americans. Okay, in America there's Asians, blacks, and whites. Okay, to simplify. Now we are only talking about Asian Americans. Okay, among Asians, Asian Americans, what's the probability of having just random Asian Americans having bubonic plague? Okay, if none of them have it, none of Asian American Americans have bubonic plague, it is 0. So negative 5 times 2, negative 1, negative 100%. So that's the we have negative correlation there. Okay, so correlation is between A and B. Okay, which are also subsets of universe of discourse. We are only talking about America, so United States. So that's what we mean by universe of discourse. Okay, here universe of discourse is A, Americans, Asian Americans. It's a subset of this big U. You have A, and it happens that none of the Asian have bubonic plague. Okay, so there's negative correlation. All right, so that's correlation. Well, let's say bubonic plague kind of spread, and about 10% of Asian Americans have bubonic plagues. This is 0.1, and negative 0.5, negative 0.4, and this becomes negative 0.8. Okay, so minus 80%. So that's the correlation. So it's still negative correlation. Okay, because only 10% of American Asians have bubonic plague. It's less than 50. Okay, so that's the whole point. If 50% of Asians have bubonic plague, then this correlation becomes 0. It's 0 correlation, meaning there is no correlation. Asian correlation is about tendency. Does Asians have Does Asians Asian Americans tend to have bubonic plague? No. It's half and half. 0 correlation. Okay, so now correlativity is this. Correlativity between A and B is equal to so correlation coefficient is could be 0 or it could be 1. Okay, and that's correlation coefficient. Correlativity coefficient could be 0 and it could be infinite. All right, is this what's the probability relative to probability of having bubonic plague, what's the probability that a random American have random United States citizen have bubonic plague? That's that in the denominator. And what's the probability of Asian Americans have bubonic plague? What's the ratio compared to the general population having bubonic plague? Okay, so in this example, let's say bubonic plague, Asians, about 10% of Asians have bubonic plague. Well, let's say Americans in general, it could be black, it could be white, only 1% of Americans have bubonic plague, but 10% of American Asians have bubonic plagues. So it's become 10. Okay, so Asians are 10 times more likely to have bubonic plague than random American. That's correlativity. Okay, why is it so important? Because it illuminates why gayism is so wrong and harmful and toxic to American society. Okay, it has some practical significance. That is why we are spending so much time in this probability, conditional probability here, because if you are ignorant, the reason why pro-gayism, the devil of pro-gayism, managed to prevail and dominate the Western Hemisphere is because people are ignorant. They don't know mathematics. They don't know biology. They don't know this probability theory. That's why they were so vulnerable, susceptible to this devil. Metaphysical pathogens like evil ideologies, they're just like diseases. Not everybody gets a disease. But if you are vulnerable, if you are unhealthy, if you are weak, then you get a disease. If you don't eat healthy, if you don't exercise regularly, if you don't practice monogamy, yeah, then you get STD, you get common cold. If you're a healthy person, then those diseases, your body immune system can fend it off. But if you are morally vulnerable, like you're promiscuous, then yeah, you get STD. Because you are not morally strong, you are not morally disciplined. You just have sex with other people because you cannot handle your dick. You cannot control your sexual desire. You are weak. You're undisciplined. You don't have moral muscle to resist temptation. Okay, so it's mind and body. Okay, your mind is strong. If your mind is strong, then you can resist the temptation of sugar and fat. And you can motivate yourself to exercise. Nobody want to exercise, but if you are strong, if you are disciplined, then yeah, you hold your ass outside and start running. Weak mind. If you have very undisciplined mind, if your spirit is weak, then you just let it go. You eat sugar, fat, you don't exercise, you are promiscuous, so you get common cold, you get disease, you get sick, you get injured. Okay? So metaphysical strength comes first. Then physical strength comes second. It's about discipline, spirit. That's why many times I say mean things to you to make you stronger, mentally stronger. From that, then your body will be stronger too. I'm here for you. I'm trying to make you a better person, all right? So you have to suck it up when I say things that you don't like. Okay, it's all I'm doing it for you. That's my job as a an adult man. Okay, nobody except adult man can do this. It's man's job to discipline people. Okay, I do my job. All right. So okay, and I do what I can. All right, I do what I can. Although I mean, even if I because of this I don't get any girlfriend, well, that's okay. I I can manage being single. I've been single for so long time, so I can manage. All right. So male gay population. I don't know exact percentage. Maybe about, let's hypothetically say about 0.1% of Americans have AIDS. But male gays, they are 35. We calculated this before, okay? So I'm not gonna go over it again. They are 35 times more likely than average American to have AIDS, male gays. So 0.1% of Americans have AIDS, and so times 35, maybe 3.5% of male gays have AIDS. So it's still minority portion, less than 50% of male gays have AIDS, but still, so there is some negative correlation between male gays having AIDS. So that's correlation coefficient. But correlativity coefficient is 35. Male gays are 35 times more likely than average American to have AIDS. Okay? And so that's the difference between correlation and correlativity. Okay, so statisticians, they don't have this kind of definitions, so we had to improvise. All right, we had to come up with ourselves, our own. And that's why you need to learn mathematics so that you can create brand new mathematics as you need. In life, yeah, you will need it. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. Yeah, you can do some Bayesian formula and manipulate this, whatever. Okay, but I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm lazy. And today's Sunday. Okay, so give me a break. By all means, do algebra. Okay, simplify, make some the was that the corollary or not? Okay, do it on your time and publish a paper or not? Okay, that's not my job. All right, so this eraser sucks. Ah, takes too much effort. Ah. So yeah, how probably I will never be elected as a politician, and so maybe you will. I hope you do. Okay, because if I'm talking to you, maybe one day you'll be here with me. I mean, if you're watching this ever, then you're a good person, you're a smart person, and so yeah, I want to be a politician and then decentralize Hollywood. Okay, so every city in America has television station, and so yeah, by all means, make TV shows, local TV shows. It should be just run like journalism or weather channel. Okay, journalism, what they do is they cherry pick the local news to make into a national news. Is something that deserves the attention of national audience, readership. Okay, how the entertainment industry should work the same way, but nowadays it's not. Hollywood is monopolizing the entertainment industry, and it should never be like that. We are living in a capitalist society. There should be no monopoly. Okay, so it's an antitrust case. Okay, I'm not saying you should sue Hollywood. Just make your own TV show in your local TV stations. Okay, it can run for free. Okay, you can make money. But people love to act. When I was in Hollywood, I wanted to be an actor. I didn't get paid as an actor. I was just start up. Okay, started. So yeah, we do it for free. We all have full time job as a starting actors. We act in student films and uh, community theaters. I had great time there, and they were nice enough to select me in the audition. And great people, okay. Yeah, student films, community theater. I had a lot of fun. So, but it doesn't have to be Hollywood. Okay, it can be any big city or small town with television station. Okay, yeah, you make local TV shows, local movies, and then Hollywood can cherry pick and then just air it nationally, okay? Or Hollywood, New York, Los Angeles. Yeah, they can just cherry pick, just like news channels, okay? You cherry pick and then you broadcast the best of the best nationally. Because in America, in every city, town, there are beautiful people who'd love to act for free as a hobby. It doesn't have to be live. You can do it on the weekday nights or weekends. You just get together in a television studio and make a movie. And in every big city or small town in America, you have talented writers. Yeah, write for free because they love to write. And act for free because they love to act. It doesn't have to be pornography. No. I do watch pornography, okay, but I do not recommend people to be porn actors or actresses because it's not good for them. They can get STDs and their social status go down. I don't want that to happen for anyone. We already have enough pornographic video footages, so there doesn't need to be any more pornographic films, okay? Because I care about them, okay? So I thank them that they made those movies, and I do watch them from time to time, and because I need it. But there doesn't need be any more pornographic movies because we already have enough of them, okay? So yeah, you don't have to be porn actors. Just be actors in your local TV station, okay? And yeah, just have fun, okay? Have fun. Acting is fun. I love acting, okay? It's a lot. It's therapeutic too. All right, it's very therapeutic. So yeah, act, write, make TV dramas, local TV shows, and go with your cameras. Okay, so go visit local businesses like factories and farms and tell your local story in your local TV station. Then everybody will become famous. All right, because you deserve it. Okay, so that to me is the second coming of Jesus. Okay, you will become Jesuses. All right, you become all superstars. That's how I envision America to be. You like that idea? Make me the president in 2021. Okay, vote for me in 2020. I will make it all happen. I can save this country. I can save the world. Okay, of course I will only leading the effort of salvation of humanity, salvation of America. But it will be you who will be saving America and who will be saving the world. Okay, so and if I don't make it, then you go ahead and become the president. But you have to implement my ideas. Okay, so because that's the only way. Okay. in my arrogant opinion. Okay, okay, let's stop this. Let's call it a day. All right, thank you. Bye.